welcome back to Market Chat with Brenda and Lori. I'm Brenda Alfano, mortgage advisor with Capstone Home Loans.
And I am Lori DeSilva, real estate broker with RE/MAX Elite in Linwood, Washington.
Take it away, Lori.
Yeah, so I was thinking the other day, I was reading something, and it was about, a normal market.
Oh.
Now, we've had nothing but abnormal lately, I guess, or maybe it's the new norm, but what would a normal market, real estate market look like, right? So Brenda, I'm going to have you talk a little bit about what analysts are saying or expecting for the future as far as a normal market on the lending side.
So that's such a great question because
Yes.
as recent as last week, it was suggested that we better get used to where we are right now with interest rates.
Get used to it!
We've been thinking that we're going lower for quite some time now, and they're finally agreeing that we are where we're going to be for a while, for the foreseeable future. And then many economists think that when we do get to a lower interest rate, we're going to be looking somewhere in the low fives to mid fives for the basic. And when we say interest rates, we're usually talking about 20% down. Think about that. If you're putting less than that, it could be different.
Right.
So no one has a crystal ball.
Right, right.
So I highly recommend that if you are ready to buy a home and you can afford to do that, do it.
Do it now!
And then Lori is going to explain why in her next part here about why that is a good idea.
Right, right.
So go ahead. So you want to talk more about a normal market?
Yeah, I know at one time you had asked me, how long have we not had enough inventory?
Right.
And I was thinking about it, and I actually had a report that I pulled from 2018. In 2018, I believe it was June, we were down 5% in active listings, and the number of days on market for a listing was 16. I don't have the exact date, but as far back as 2018 is when the inventory was reduced. So,
Got it.
right now, the last report recorded through the MLS, which was the end of May, of course, showed new listings this year were down 38% compared to last year. So we do have lower inventory right now.
And how many days on the market was that?
That was 22 days as of May.
As of May.
That fluctuates every week. Sometimes it fluctuates every day. It just depends.
Right.
But it does fluctuate quite a bit. A normal market, as far as inventory levels, would be about 5 to 6 months worth of inventory. We're currently at 1.0. So we would sell out pretty quick on the inventory that we have right now.
So what exactly does that mean? Can you explain a little bit what inventory means, and when we have less than inventory, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So if we were to sell all the listings that were currently on the market, it would probably be a month or less that we would run out of inventory.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Now the other thing, a few things to consider when you're in a normal market, and this means more balanced. It's not favoring the buyer or the seller, and there's more negotiation between the two sides, is really what a normal market would be. Now, on the buyer side, there would be more homes to consider, less urgency to act immediately. Home inspections would most likely not be waived, which they're being waived currently because of the competition. They could request concessions from the seller, sometimes in the form of maybe a seller paying some of the down payment.
No, closing costs.
Or closing costs, that's right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then fewer bidding wars and homes not being sold on scene, or sight unseen, I should say.
But let me interrupt for a second. That's not what's happening right now, correct?
That is not what's happening. This is what a normal balanced market would look like. But people, we haven't had a normal balanced market in quite some time.
Right.
So
So these things are not necessarily happening.
Correct.
So they're waiving things, there's offers being accepted
Yes.
over and above, not always, but can still be. We're back in that world again. I don't know about as many houses being sold sight unseen.
Yeah. Now, the sight unseen probably was happening in the last 2 years ago. I mean, I think things have leveled off a little bit since the interest rates came into play.
Right,
So, yeah.
absolutely.
Interest rates are higher now. Back then, about 2 years ago, they were in the 2 and 3%, and more people could afford to buy a home.
So what would sellers see in a normal market?
Yes, so sellers would see homes priced right to sell quickly. Equity in homes would be built over time. It wouldn't be like, oh gosh, look at my value of my home went up this week. It would be built over time.
Got it.
Homes would stay on the market longer. Offers received would be close to asking price.
If priced correctly.
If priced correctly. And they may need to make repairs or concessions for that sale.
So that's basically what's not really happening right now, correct?
Not necessarily what's happening right now.
So that's great to know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the point we're trying to make here is that what I want to throw in here at this point, to go with that point, is that when you look at the news or you look at the media, a lot of times they are talking about national things going on in our country,
Right.
not for the region that we live in. So yes, we do actually have areas of the country where prices are dropping. That's normal, but that is not happening in the Puget Sound region at this time, this summer for sure.
Right.
It hasn't actually happened since like October.
Yeah.
We saw some drops. So just keep that in mind, that when you do listen to news, look at local news or
Right.
talk to local experts before you assume what's going on with the market.
Right. I would make sure, if you are really thinking of buying or selling a home, make sure you talk to, ask a real estate agent. We're always on what's happening in the market.
Exactly.
And it's probably the best way to get a current answer for your particular market.
Great. So that's what we have for you today. Again, if you ever have any questions or concerns and you want to know more information about what we've talked about today or in previous videos, please do contact us.
And thank you for watching.
See you next time.
Bye.